can't go to E's. You saw those goggles they put on Lucius. They've probably done the same to Mom.
Okay, no Mom, no Dad, no Lucius. But we have our powers, this car, and what?
Here you go. Enjoy your meal. Thank you.
Here, Jack. Extra hot sauce, just the way you like it. I need to stretch my legs. Want to race to the boat?
Dash, be serious. You've got to save Mom and Dad.
Come on. Jack can be the judge. Bet I win.
Fine.
Wow, this car does anything I say.
This is a momentous occasion. We agree to undo a bad decision, to make sure a few extraordinarily gifted members of the world's many countries are treated fairly, to invite them, once again, to use their gifts to benefit the world. Thank you, Ambassador, for your early and very crucial support. I can't think of anyone more deserving than you to be the first signature on the International Superhero Accord. Whoa!
Dad, stop chasing the car!
If my father had just thought for himself instead of holding out to be saved by you people, he and my mother would still be alive today. When those robbers broke into her house, he just sat there, clutching the end of the phone, waiting to be saved, instead of heading to the safe room. Our sweet parents were fools to put their lives in anybody else's hands. Superheroes keep us weak.
We need to be stealthy. Dash, can you scout the ship without being seen?
Uh-huh. Found him! Left, second right, first left, right, second left, right, big right. Jack!
Did you hear that?
LEGO Incredibles walkthrough, so can you believe it or not, we are actually at the end of part 1 of this game. So as I said before, there's about 6 levels that take place in the second movie, and then there's going to be another 6 levels after this that take place in the first movie. So if you are kind of tired of seeing all the story spoiled stuff, if you haven't seen the movies yet, well, you'll be happy to know that that will all be over with soon, except you'll have seen the Lego-ified version of the story. Anyway, I don't know, I would just suggest seeing the movie because most people probably at this point have seen it. It's made a lot of money and broken a lot of records, so that's pretty cool there. Good for Pixar, but anyway, we have to get these big giant washing machines to open up so we can actually chase down Jack, because as usual he's being a little pest, the infant that he is, and there's going to be this person coming on out of here who is going to be looking at the hallway and not going to allow us to pass through. So Violet will be able to because she can turn invisible, and then we're going to have to get Dash. I always am confusing Jack, and Dash for some reason. Anyway, we're going to have to get Dash to climb in the vents so we can get him past her. And that might happen a little bit later in the level, or it happens right now. I can't quite remember, but I think it happens right now. So when we pick up, yeah, okay, it does happen now. But anyway, we're going to pick up this wheel, or whatever the heck that's called, valve, and then we're going to walk on over. She's not going to care that there's a floating wheel, although I think she did say something about it, like, that's a little bit odd, why is nothing carrying that? And then where you can switch to Dash and climb into the vents here. So we need to go to the right side, and that's where all the things for the level progress is going to happen. If you go on the way over to the left side, that's where you're going to be able to see some things that you'll want for free play if you decide to come back later. And that way we can distract that person by, knocking down the vent there, and then she's going to squeeze the vents together so we can't go back there even if we wanted to. And here is where the darkness is. We need light to go there, but we don't have that with Dash. We can't really, I don't think we can get up here with Violet, so we're going to have to come back and free play, and I'm pretty sure there's a minikit back there. Anyway, that woman is now gone, so we can come over here and destroy the boxes, which don't do anything, and then get over here and switch to Dash so we can actually dash, underneath the wall and pull it up. And once that happens, we're going to want to switch back to Violet so we can open up the computer, because Jack just keeps trying to run away from us for no reason, although I think he's leading us to the parents. And then the rest of this level is going to be more of this, but it also is going to end with a boss fight against Mr. Incredible himself, which really makes me want to see the stupid movie. Like, why am I waiting so long to see this movie? Anyway, once that is opened up, we'll be able to walk inside of here. And to see that the rest of the building is continually on fire. Can't really do anything about the fire yet, but there are going to be a couple of these purple bricks that we're going to want to destroy. That way we can turn into Violet's bubble and pick them up. And we get almost completely full with that first one. And luckily you don't actually have to pick up each and every single brick when you do this. That would be kind of annoying. You only have to pick up most of them to fill up that meter. Then we'll be able to build this big wobbly, I thought that was a hammer the first time I played this, but that's actually a baby rattle, isn't it? That's actually funny. And then Jack will conveniently blow up the big golden wall that we weren't able to before. So he's back with us here, thank goodness, and then we're going to have to get 3 more bricks inside of this room. So Jack can walk through fire because he can turn into a big flaming baby, and he can also use his magic abilities to open up this oven, and I think there's a brick inside of here. Yes, there is. There's also going to be one over to the left with the fire, and the other one that I get before that one is going to be here, I think. I think Jack can open up these walls with his imp form. Maybe, I'm pretty sure he can. Yes, he can, so he's super powerful despite being super small, and I believe the second brick that I'll be collecting is going to be under there. And that was kind of one of those more annoying, like, why do I have to sit there perfectly and push X to break down the wall type of things. And then we can turn into Flaming Jack to walk through the fires and get the other brick, which is right here. And once we grab that one, we'll be able to go to the family building place and open up the next area of the level.
Group photo, come on! Group photo, everyone! Squeeze in, that's it! Historic occasion, everyone smile!
Years of mandated hiding and silence have made us bitter. You bring us into the light only to clean up the messes your lack of discipline creates!
Your bodies and your character are weak. Your promises are empty.
And you will pay for it!
We no longer serve you. We serve only us. May the fittest survive.
Well, some very alarming moments there before the technical difficulties. Please bear with us.
We've got such great role models.
They taught me all I know.
Kids? How'd you find that? Never mind. The Screenslaver wants...
And with the final boss fight of part 1 of LEGO Incredibles, we're going to be fighting Mr. Incredible himself, as I mentioned earlier, and it's going to be a pretty easy fight. We also have to deal with Mr. Freeze, who is under mind control, but he'll be on our side again before the ending. So, what's his name? Did I call him Mr. Freeze? I think his name's Frozone, isn't it? Whatever the heck he is. He will be skidding across the ceiling there while trying to zap us with his icicles, and before that, Mr. Incredible is going to be dashing along the floor. So right there, I hit him, but I had to hit him like twice, and when he charges at you about 3 times, he'll keel over and be in pain, and that's when you'll be able to hurt him, and then he will do it again, but this time be encased with ice by Frozone. So what you need to do is just destroy that casing of ice, but I was having a really weird problem with this part of the level, just not really listening to what I was telling it to do, and then these stupid enemies kept coming out of nowhere and just stunning me at every chance they got, and then Frozone, I think, killed me there? No, he didn't quite kill me there. I managed to jump over it, and then again, more enemies who just are not dying, you know, and I decide, okay, I'm going to switch off of Violet here because they just are not letting her go. So, like, let's switch to Elastigirl and then use her superpower to blow up the room. And off to the right there, you can see that encasing of ice broke. So you just gotta punch it normally, and we'll do that a little bit quicker for the rest of the fight here. So Mr. Incredible is gonna charge at us a few more times, and once he is down and stunned, we'll just go up and punch him again, which will take out some of his health. And then he's gonna charge at us even more, get encased in ice again, and then we're gonna repeat that until we get to the next stage of the boss fight.
Supers have made people weak. It's time for all supers to go.
That's not Lucius talking, kids. It's the Screenslaver. You won't get away with this, Evelyn. The world needs supers.
Anybody want to play catch?
Don't look up.
And now that both of them are throwing icicles at us, we're going to want to destroy that computer to the right side there and switch on over to dash so we can climb down through this grate. And then we can destroy the bricks that are here. I think there's about 3 or 2 of them. I guess only 2. Those 2 monitors we'll want to blow up, and then we can build the generator. So this is, I think, the turbine for the boat, and this is going to make the boat go super speed, which is somehow going to help us. We'll see here in a second. And once this gets powered up, we'll see the boat is just going faster and faster. Speed is in the red. That monitor is going to fall onto Frozone, and it's going to allow Elastigirl to pull him off of there. But we're going to have another kind of minor annoyance. I get up pretty close to the building place there. The B button shows up, and I push it, and instead of building, Elastigirl decides to turn into that stupid shape again. Don't know what the point of that was. Then we're going to have to switch to her anyway and fix this by holding the B button again, and then move on to the platform, which will turn us into a weirdly shaped steering wheel. So we can jump onto it with one of the other characters and use Frozone to freeze Mr. Incredible, and then we're going to pull those glasses off of Frozone and free him so we can actually defeat the final person, and that's really going to be an extremely trivial thing here. So once this person shows up, Mr. Incredible is going to break out and start ramming at us, but all we have to do is use Frozone to freeze up a ramp up to that person, and that'll be it for the level. I'm not kidding, that's it. So that's the end of part 1, and the first Incredibles movie will start in the next video.
Sorry about this, Bob, but we gotta get those goggles off. Trust me, they are not a good look.
Ooh. Huh?
It's showtime!
Phase 3, go on phase 3.
Stop her! Stop Elastigirl!
Oh, super.
Would you do me the honor, my dear, of being my...
Seriously?
Hey, what about turning the boat?
The steering's been destroyed!
The steering's been destroyed?
Dash means from outside!
Yeah.
The fact that you saved the city doesn't make you right.
I think there are thousands of people who disagree, Evelyn. As long as there are villains like you around, the world will always need supers like us to stop you.
You're wrong. I don't know why these fools put their trust in you.
Well, don't worry. Where you're going, you'll have plenty of time to figure it out.
And 1, 2, 3, you're back in the room. That's it, folks. The show is over.
And in recognition of the extraordinary service they have demonstrated, the legal status of superheroes is hereby restored.
Huh.
What is it, honey?
After all we've been through, we still end up sitting in front of a big screen.
Yeah, you think we'd know better.